Hello and welcome to Just Do It, a Dewey Brothers podcast. Eric, what is it? I've forgotten what episode we're on.
It's one of them, past the number 5. It's season 2. We are still kicking it, even with all these harsh and imposing MACC guidelines. But
That's right. And they're only getting more stringent because of the widespread coronavirus. So
it's
Eric and
true.
I have to be 6 feet apart. In this case, we are over 100 miles apart. So we're
Insane.
definitely within the regulations there.
Just barely, though.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, do you got any fun stuff happening?
I mean, I recently did some fun stuff. You want to hear about it?
Not really.
All right, well, I don't talk about it. What fun stuff have you done?
Well, I have shocking news that everyone's going to want to listen up on.
All right.
So, as if 2020 wasn't as bad as it already is. But there's something that's really making a comeback, and that is the wife beater.
Oh, 2020 is the year of the wife beater?
I'm talking that really tight-fitting white horrible material, very cheap,
like $2 made by Chinese slaves out of the cheapest cotton you can find, and no sleeves, just like tank top sort of thing. The white.
Yeah, and I gotta say they're looking good these days.
I mean, with your quarantine bod on.
With the quarantine bod, it starts filling it out. I mean, all you need is a good set of Italian shoulders, your nice hair sticking off all the top and a gold chain, and you're ready to hop into Little Italy right there.
I mean, that is the largest calamity in a series of perilous things that have happened in 2020. Probably, Eric, I think the rise in the popularity of the wife beater, that might be what does in America.
I think it's the straw that breaks the camel's back.
I think it's gonna be. I mean, can you imagine all those guys, just people out in the streets? Ugh.
I really can't. I mean, just wife beater upon wife beater.
It's terrible.
And then soon we just
evolve. Ketchup stains on them. I mean, no good.
Yeah, little like food stains.
Every single person's going to be eating pastrami. We're going to have a pastrami shortage. It's going to be terrible. I don't know how we're going to deal with it.
I think it's the exact opposite of what we initially wanted to happen, which was Canada to invade and give us all ice cream. It's going to be just a Italian like mob boss assimilation.
Dude, nothing but mob boss gelato. It's going to be a nightmare.
Oh, that is not what anybody wants to
Nobody wants that. We want that Canadian dairy, preferably in bags.
Heck yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
That's how we get our dairy here on Just Do It.
So any Canadians out there, please invade America. That's what I'm asking.
So
only Eric, you can prevent wife beaters.
That's right. Only you can stop the spread of this dangerous fashion trend.
Craze.
Exactly. I got a new bike helmet.
So that is fun.
Yeah, it matches my swim goggles and my bicycle bags.
I think you're trying to say is that you've reached peak Aero.
I mean, this isn't peak Aero because I'm not that rich. So I went to Walmart and they only had child-size helmets. So I couldn't pull the old trick. We know it. We love it. It's just like when you get wine, second cheapest helmet, right?
Oh, it's a good one.
Go to Walmart. You're like, sir, I would like your second cheapest helmet. You can't cheap out because then everyone knows you're just a sleaze, right? They're like, come on, that guy probably also wearing a wife beater makes questionable fashion decisions.
Sounds about right. You are in a Walmart.
Exactly. So you don't want to get the cheapest helmet in Walmart. That's no good. You get the second cheapest helmet. But I biked all the way to Walmart, no helmets. I was doomed. Mom and Dad, I think they stole my helmet. I think the helmet I maybe borrowed from them, they reclaimed last time I was home.
Oh no.
I know. So I went down to the bike shop in town, and there was no way I was shelling out for anything over the cheapest bike helmet in the bike shop. Let me tell you.
It makes sense to me. You never want to get the bike shop prices they're
I mean, it's a nice helmet. It weighs almost nothing.
That's good. That's good for biking.
It makes me look like a pro. I can do the whole take my glasses off and stick them in upside down thing, which is a necessary quality. Makes you look more like a douche.
That I mean, especially when you're rocking those kids speed swim goggles, you need it.
Absolutely, yeah. That's the other thing. I can, if I'm going really fast, I can wear my goggles and they'll match.
You need it.
For those gnarly descents that Hannibal Falls is known for. There's some real crazy ones, man. Pumpkin Hill Road, Old Irish Settlement Road, which I think every place has, but ours is, I mean, yikes, the hill on that thing.
More impressively,
Baghdad. It's got hills left and right.
Baghdad's a little scary. I wouldn't recommend biking through there. But most importantly, you can just plop down your goggles and just hop off your bike right into the water for your triathlon.
Well, it's the other way around. You get out of the water, you don't even bother taking the goggles off. You just slap on that helmet. Heck, just swim with the helmet. It's probably buoyant.
If you're doing any Russian triathlons, I hear they do them backwards over there.
That would be hardcore. I definitely could not do that. I would drown.
In Soviet Russia, triathlon
Speaking of the Soviets,
let's
segue into something that is completely unrelated. Don't buy into that. There's no relation to Russia at all. Our main topic, 100% produced in America.
Okay. So if we're talking about main topics, I gotta ask, what is this topic's favorite type of pasta?
Oh, okay. Its favorite type of pasta is all forms of Borelli pasta, the like blue box with the red label.
All forms, but
all of them. Doesn't matter the shape or size. It's all in on Borelli pasta, and let me tell you why. Both of them started in the 70s. Don't quote me on the Borelli pasta thing. But our main topic was created in late 1971. So it was launched in late 1971.
Just like the Barilla pasta.
Exact same time that Borelli pasta was launched.
Makes sense
within the same month.
Okay, that sounds good. If this topic were
bonus points, by the way, if it's not Borelli and I'm remembering it wrong.
It's Barilla.
Same thing.
Very close. Very close.
Dude, that's Italy's #1 pasta. That's how you know it's good.
Oh man, wait. We're talking about Italy? Alex, it's already begun.
What?
The Italian assimilation.
Oh, no, that's fine. Oh, okay, crap. No, the
white beaters are coming.
Let's just keep getting. Let's get out of here, man.
Oh, geez. Okay.
Get all the way into dude, we have to make it all the way past the fence in order, we're into the gated community that is the main topic.
Okay. So if this topic wanted to chop down a oak tree, how would it choose to do that? Okay,
so here's how this topic would chop down an oak tree. It would so some big nerd would make the world's dumbest smart chainsaw using today's main topic that he found presumably in a museum. And that's how it would cut down a tree. Okay, so it would be using, smart technologies. The main topic would be critical to the smart technologies that were going on in the chainsaw. Although you would probably need hundreds of them to figure out what a Bluetooth was. Okay, well, you know what question I'm about to ask, and that's, where's this falling on our bear spectrum, our bear index? So, today's main topic is its main language is 4-bit, just like bears have 4 paws. And it's going to fall on the smallest of bears, the water bear. Oh my gosh, so it is way down there. Correct, the tardigrade, with a minimum feature size of 10 micrometers. Today's main topic would definitely be water bear / tardigrade size. Okay. I mean, it's actually much larger than that, but that's, the components on it are that size. That's what you're thinking. I like it. Okay. All 2,250 of them. I can get behind that. That really, once I'm starting to think about tardigrades and whatnot, they got me thinking. Tardigrades live in space. So, what is this main topic's favorite planet? Other than Earth, of course. Other than Earth, obviously. I would say since it was discontinued in 1981, And I don't remember when the Mariner space probe was sent out or to what planet Mariner went to. But it's conceivable that one of these was hardened for radiation and put on that space probe. So
Ooh.
I'm going to say wherever Mariner went to first.
Let's just
Mariner,
say
Mars.
Neptune. Why not?
Could have been Neptune. It might have been a gas giant.
I'm guessing Neptune, and that means I've whittled this down to obviously some sort of microchip.
That's right, Eric. Today's main topic is the Intel 4004. This bad boy contains a maximum clock rate of 740 kilohertz, a cycle time of 10.8 microseconds, an instruction execution time of 1 or 2 machine cycles, and it had separate program and data storage using 12-bit addresses, 8-bit instructions, and 4-bit data words. Because that's right, this bad boy ran in 4-bit.
Heck yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'm a little worried though when you said 4004. Whoever named it was very they must have been.
It's the 4000 brand of chips. Like you put this on a computer board with other chips like the 4001, which is its 256 byte ROM. Yeah, that's right. And you ready? 40 byte RAM. Oh yeah.
Oh my
40
goodness,
bytes.
that's
bro.
what we like to hear. No, but the point I was trying to get at is all you have to do is scratch off one little circle there, and it's you can't find it. You have the Intel 404.
That is a problem with the chip. Yeah, they go missing if one of the zeros is scratched out. Yeah. Mariner went to Venus, so the Intel 404's favorite planet, probably Venus.
Okay, yeah, sounds about right.
Actually, no, we only say correct things on this podcast, so 100% Venus, definitely that one.
Ovio, no.
Oh, C.
C.
So with our main topic in the rear view mirror, I heard that we're going down to Funky Town this week.
I think we're going someplace even better than Funky Town. We're going to the land of the mystic, of the mystical magic that is only described as 100% natural, free range, organic beets.
Ooh, love me the magical beet fields where I can just pick up fresh beets just in both hands. And then slap them back down on my body to make musical notes.
Oh, this is 100% man-made. I'm talking ham boning.
Oh, baby. Well, what are we going to sing about for our song here, Eric?
It's really up in the air, but I don't know about you. I'm a fan of berries.
I think we've really we're beating a dead berry right now. And we can't have that.
If we're beating
a
dead berry,
for a plethora of reasons,
it better be Randy. That guy is still out there.
Absolutely. Yeah. So, I mean, also, there's no guests this week. Hopefully you're all staying safe. Make sure you keep your bird feeders indoors. Randy just loves snacking on them and the birds. And on our field it correspondence. So be careful out there, everybody. What if, Eric, we sung about the dangers of bear attacks in the United States?
I can get behind that. I mean, that's good information that we really have to let everyone know about. And I know my body can only take so much beating of ham boning.
That's right. I mean, ham boning is a real honor and art form and physically demanding activity.
So please let the professionals ham bone it. You can't just jump into this. We are professionals.
If you need someone to stretch you out, we recommend the Weatherman. He is fantastic.
Yeah, he's got it good. All right, Alex.
Super good.
All right. I'm talking bear attacks. Bear attacks.
Bear attacks, baby. It's a real threat.
You know what I'm talking about. We got them good old-fashioned bear attacks. Not anything unnatural in the bear attack.
Always make sure when you're camping, you put up your bear snacks. Bears love human food, so you gotta make sure that you're always rude. Keep that stuff up in a tree, otherwise you're gonna be a free bear meal.
Oh, you know those bears love our food, so you gotta tuck them away, and then don't be rude. You don't need to feed the bears, they're good at hunting, and then you can just go, do something.
Oh yeah. Pause, bear, ham bone solo.
The ham bone! So one thing,
make sure that you always stretch before those bear attacks. You don't have to be faster than anybody but your friend Max.
That is true. Max is always the first to go because in a bear attack, it's not about being first. It's not about being second. It's all about not being last.
That's right. It's never about being the first, because we all know that the first to go is definitely the person who's the most slow.
That's right, Alex the dog, and everybody wants to hear.
Always use that cardio.
Okay, that's what I gotta say. And then with this ham bone solo, I'll think about some bear attacks. Koala bears, the deadliest bear. Because if they don't get their eucalyptus, they become drop bears. And then you got a polar bear, polar bear, polar bear, polar bear. Yeah, no, you're done if the polar bear is coming, so you better just hide and run and get in a car and go bear fast. But then you got the black bear, the dirtiest of the bears. Bear, 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 blackety bear. He's just into them berries, so don't be worried about a black bear. Grizzly bears are fierce. And then they're weird. That isn't a word. And I am getting sweaty because this ham boning is killing me.
So that's right, everybody. There's a pretty simple lesson here. When you're ham boning, do all the cardio to make sure that you can run really fast away from the bears.
Oh no, I think I hear something. I think I left my bird feeder out. And it's in the summertime, so they don't need to shout. I gotta run. I gotta go. Randy's coming to get my soul. Everybody go. Everybody get out of here. And everybody just go. Ah!
That was probably the worst yet. Whoever decided ham boning, great job.
No, why did you make us do it?
It definitely horribly cut out. There's no way we got all of that. It's going to be a nightmare to edit. And I'm okay with it.
Yeah, that sounds fun. Whoa.
Wow, yeah, ham boning was a disaster. The cardboard box studio is not set up for that.
The acoustics just can't support the ham boning that I try and give out into the world.
No, you're too strong. I already tell you're gasping for breath. So.
Well, I was also running from a bear or two, so.
Oh, it happens. Yeah, that's the moral of the story. Put your food up in the tree and be faster than your friends is how you survive.
And always keep a little bit of eucalyptus on you, so the koala bear, you can bribe the koala bears.
Absolutely. Yeah, true. So, Eric, you want to pull the handbrake, drift into questions from the internet?
All right, here I go. I just hit the questions, Alex.
Oh, Eric, you popped the curb and just cleaned them out. What were you thinking?
I don't know. Oh wait, there's a few stragglers.
I dove. Don't worry. I got this. I dove in front of Clay from @ClayBebe, and he told after I got him out of the way of your dangerous automobiling activities. He said, "Let's settle this: honeydew or cantaloupe." And before I reveal the totals on this poll, what are your thoughts, Eric?
I'm a cantaloupe guy. I always have been and always will be. That's
right. Cantaloupe, ride or die, baby.
Woo! Is that what won the poll?
Yeah. Unfortunately for Clay, it was 27 to 73% cantaloupe, 27% honeydew.
I mean, it's just because honeydew is like, it's just.
And he likes honeydew, but unfortunately, the correct answer is cantaloupe because it is the superior melon.
Oh my gosh, I could just pound a cantaloupe by myself, just crack it open and just start slurping. But honeydew.
Oh yeah, just straight to the root.
Yeah, exactly. Honeydew, on the other hand, it's just like, I've never had a good juicy honeydew, whereas I've had plenty of juicy cantaloupes.
Mm-hmm.
And with the honeydew, it has more of that sort of bittery flavor that the cantaloupe really just doesn't have. The cantaloupe is just, it almost has this creamy, delectable taste that you're like, cantaloupe. Whereas honeydew is like, oh, it's too dewy in the morning. Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's right in the name, right? Like cantaloupe, that's the sort of name for a delicious melon. Honeydew is like some sort of knockoff melon name.
Exactly.
You're like going down to the store and you're like, can we get some cantaloupe? And we're like, no, all I got's the store brand honeydew, man. Like, bummer.
It's like, come on. That's why they call us the Cantaloupe Bros.
Yeah, that's why we're the Cantaloupe It Brothers.
Yeah, just cantaloupe it.
Just cantaloupe it.
This podcast.
That's the name of our podcast.
Yeah,
that's right. If you've just tuned in, you're listening to Just Cantaloupe It, a Just Cantaloupe Brothers podcast.
You know it. I mean, I advocate for cantaloupe. It's in my name. What can I say?
Absolutely. All right, Eric, you got a question from the internet? You find a big old fish, you wrangle one?
No, I'm cradling one. I got out of my car immediately after that terrible accident. And I'm cradling this thing back to life. But
okay, good.
This little guy is he's I think it might be his final breath, but he's asking, what is the worst sounding sound?
Ooh, the worst sounding sound?
Yeah,
I mean, it's got to be the sound of eating honeydew melon.
Oh, don't even. It's sort of like a. Oh no, this question's dying. I think I might have killed him with that impersonation of a honeydew.
Oh, Eric, no! Just the sound of eating a honeydew melon it's horrible. It's bad for your health. We know that for a fact, and it's just so it's unpleasant to the ears.
It really is. It's just everything.
Can you think of any other similarly horrible sounds?
I was gonna say maybe something along the lines of a cuckoo clock that is not the poo-poo clock. So imagine.
I mean, the standard cuckoo clock is grating. That like.
Yeah.
Cuckoo, cuckoo. That is horrible.
Yeah. Whereas I'm more of a fan of our soon-to-be patented poo-poo clock.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. The poo-poo clock has a much more smooth-sounding noise. It's probably the only cuckoo type clock that doesn't hurt your ears to listen to.
Oh, guaranteed. But I'd have to say it's a toss-up because now that I'm really thinking about the honeydew, it's just,
it's so bad. The sound of just smacking down into some juicy honeydew melon is.
Don't even get me started.
Just makes your hair stand up.
Yeah. We gotta get out of here. I can't do it anymore, Alex.
All right. Who is that commenter, by the way?
That was from the user Bosky1899.
Oh, Bosky1899. We can't even say it anymore. It's that bad, but you know what we were talking about.
Oh yeah, the thing that we should not be named.
Apologies for getting run over by my brother with his reckless podcast.
My reckless podcast drift just sort of took him out.
Well, yeah. I mean, anyway, this guy dove behind the barriers, and I, pulled him back up. He's totally fine. Penelope Pancookie at Pancookie wants to know. This is what they said. They said, I wish Nintendo would put their music on Spotify. Like, what reason could they possibly have for not doing so? I know why. I was wondering if you also knew why Nintendo didn't put their music on Spotify.
Well, this person is pretty stupid because all the good Nintendo music is on Spotify.
Well, some of the more choice Nintendo music isn't on Spotify. And do you know why, Eric?
I think it's because they actually started their own music streaming service called It's-A-Me, a DJ Mario.
Well, that's partially true. So the main reason that I heard for them starting DJ Mario was that if you slow down and then play in reverse only on the solstice, like half of the Luigi Mansion songs, people just they go into a satanic panic.
Oh my god!
There's a bunch of really horrible messages in there.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
It's just straight devil
Luigi?
stuff.
I've never
and it's really traumatizing to kids. So they don't want to lose control of how the music's played.
Yeah.
Like on the It's-A-Me Mario DJ music player, you can only play at the forward speed and at 2 times.
And it shuts down on on the solstice.
That's right. It's also always down for maintenance on the solstice.
And then there's also
and it's because of the satanic messaging in the Nintendo
that would make sense because they also make you to sign the terms and agreement that say I will not sue Nintendo if I go into a satanic rage after listening to some of these songs.
Yeah, it's down in there on page 3. Actually,
it is. It's also in bold. So, you know, I just
you would think more people would read it. What other stuff is in the Nintendo terms and agreements that most people miss? They just kind of
only for It's a Me DJ Mario. There's also that one little tidbit about saying how if you don't comply and you actually try and record the music on that site, Nintendo has the authority to come in and chop off your right index finger and replace it with a pierogi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a weird one. It's definitely weird.
That's really weird. Yeah. So I was you know where I was, Eric? I was down in the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild terms of service agreement.
Oh, yeah. Oh, great game.
And I mean, it's a fantastic game. But did you know that it says Nintendo is not liable for you growing butterfly wings if you try to cook any of the recipes in there at home?
Really?
Yeah. I mean, it leads leads you to some questions.
That's interesting. See, I only proceeded to wrap myself up and hang in a cocoon for several months, but I came out just looking the same.
Oh yeah, I mean that's probably that's part of the cooking recipe for that one.
Oh yeah, I think it's just because I did that one dish instead of the others. That would make sense.
Maybe it's a specific combo.
Oh, that could
some
be
of you guys, some of you any percent speedrunners out there, try and figure out the fastest way to grow Nintendo.
Yeah, they're pretty good. But
by cooking the Legend of Zelda, dishes in the right order in the real world. Obviously, that's where it's not in game. There's no butterfly wings in game. In game, you turn into a giant spider.
This is one of those features that it's called an Easter egg. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's called an Easter Island. That's what they call them.
That's what you call it.
Yeah.
So an Easter egg is when the devs leave like a secret thing that you find in the game. But an Easter Island is when the game is alluding to satanic and supernatural processes that happen just in the world.
Yeah, that one. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Now that we got that cleared up, I gotta also let this person know that you can find edited versions that won't do any of this on It's a Me DJ Luigi, the kid-friendly.
Okay, so at Pancookie, the kid-friendly versions they don't sound quite as good. Some of the magic has been lost, but there's edited down versions of most of the Nintendo classics on the It's a Me DJ Luigi
platform.
Sound platform.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
But It's a Me Mario, that DJ Mario that's the good one.
Oh, he's so good, dude. And like some really weird stuff you wouldn't expect to be on there is on there. Like you have the entire Samus soundtrack, especially all the weird like monster goopy noises. But that's like one of the top played songs in It's a Me DJ Mario.
That's true. So obviously all the other questions were killed in my terrible
horrible accident. Yeah, honestly it's a miracle. We're glad we installed a roll cage on this podcast last week, or you probably
I probably would have been seriously injured.
Yeah.
I mean, it's terrifying stuff. But
I'd had the spare tractor roll cage that we could install into the podcast.
Oh, bless those Dewey the Just Do It brothers.
Up in heaven, bless them.
Oh, they're looking down on me with their chrome knowledge.
Oh man, speaking of chromed up knowledge, Eric. You know what time it is?
I think it's time to talk about the sports.
Oh yeah, the sports. We like sports and we don't care who knows.
We do not.
From the
That's why.
Yeah, from the pregame talk to the after shows. So
I am gonna be talking to you boys and ladies out there. I know that we got a few about how last Saturday was the National Day of the Cowboy.
Was it really? That's fantastic.
Yeah, it was.
So were there
every fourth Saturday of July, it's the National Day of the Cowboy. And so, all of the athletes of the Professional Bull Riding League are cowboys, and they try and live to that cultural and powerful status of the cowboy by doing whatever it takes. So everyone was really, really just trying to reach out and talk about how great it is to be a cowboy. Yeah, great companies like Wrangler, even though they did terrible in the team challenge, and U.S. Border Patrol and Cooper Tires, of course, are winners. But Pendleton Whiskey also shouting out every cowboy and every rider that tries to bring in that cowboy spirit that we need in this world more than ever.
So, were there any competitions, or did they just do a celebration?
No, they were just hanging out, having a good time. Although it does, on the idea of the whole competition side, because everyone wants to watch a good bull ride. It looks like the current leader, Jose Vitor Leme, is lined up.
Yo, my man Jose.
Oh, he's lined up to try and do a special event where he will ride Good Night Robichaux again. And for anyone out there who doesn't know, he was actually knocked out. He was knocked off Good Night Robichaux in 1.79 seconds last year.
Wow.
So this bull, he has the ferocity of chiseled mixed with that power that comes in the late air support and a little bit of that gleam that you see in Hocus Pocus's eyes.
Oh man, this is one crazy bull. He's definitely on those performance.
Oh, I think they might have souped him up special. But he's gonna be riding him for a special 10,000 bonus matchup in North Dakota next week.
That's pretty great. You know what I heard about that bull, Eric?
What?
That they pumped it that before the next week, before his big showdown, they're gonna pump him full of cyclists' blood.
Oh man,
like the elite.
That's
stuff.
dangerous right there.
Oh yeah,
that is impressive.
So you want to flip on over to marble racing?
Click! I just hit the switch.
All right. So there was 2 events. There was one event, the triathlon. It was awesome.
Oh, we love a good
triathlon. Is Sand Mogul Rally into the Marbula 1 track into a fish tank. That
is spicy.
3 events wrapped into one. The first heat got you into the semis, and then if you made it to the semis, got into the final, and whoever was the fastest in the final won. Right? So the O Rangers were in the same heat as the Raspberry Racers, and let me tell you what sort of cheap shots they were. Okay.
Oh, I'm scared.
The Raspberry Racers missed the cutoff by 1 position, and I'm pretty sure it was because they got body blocked by the O Rangers.
Hey, it's all natural. It's all fun and games. That's what we say in the big leagues.
It's technically legal. Okay, technically legal. The top team in the triathlon was the Hazers. Team Momo putting up a good performance despite historically being pretty low. The Oceanics, 9th place. They're happy with that. Bottom of the tier team,
Oh yeah, I know.
Balls of Chaos, they're down this week, so you're going to want to bet on them for the Sand Mogul race, which has happened after that. An event that no one really needs to
it's just an event. Whatever.
Yeah, so the mogul race, big sand pit, and we're not going to talk about it. It didn't affect the standings really. The Oceanics had a breakout race.
Whatever.
And none of the other teams, they don't really matter. Balls of Chaos were down in 15th on that one, so another low week, which means you really want to dump your money into Balls of Chaos because they're coming back
volatile. They will be up at the top of the leaderboards. I know it.
And they're going to need it. Let's quickly check in to the standings after event 9 of 16. So we still have 7 events to go. That's a lot of events.
Well, anything can happen.
Right now, the O Rangers, anything can happen. Because first place is 25 points, so anything can happen. The O Rangers are leading the league at 124 points. The Raspberry Racers are in a solid 5th at 95 points. And the Crazy Cat's Eyes and the Minty Maniacs are at 112 and 114, so they're up there contending. The Balls of Chaos have dropped 1 spot to 11th.
Oh yeah.
And our current big fat losers are Mellow Yellow and the Green Ducks.
Hey, the Green Ducks gotta do something.
So yeah, as long as they stay out of the sand, which was where the Oceanics surprisingly excel, then I think we're gonna have a great marble league. Hopefully, there is not too much sand because it is bad and none of the marbles like it.
Yeah, I'm
At least the orangey flavored and raspberry flavored ones.
I'm looking forward to it. Should be really shape up to be a great season, although it already has been.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I don't think the O Ranger is going to fall out of the top 10.
Heck yeah, you know me.
I think they could get dead last in all of the rest of the events, and they'd still be almost guaranteed a top 10.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
All right, with that, let's wrap that up and go on to thanking our sponsors. And again, we'll be here for the Marble League whenever the next events drop. It'll be exciting. We'll keep you up to date on all the league standings.
You know it. So to start off, I would like to thank a sponsor, and it looks like it is Cantaloupe. No, we're thanking Cantaloupe today. Thank you, Cantaloupe.
Oh, the choice melon. I would like to thank It's-A-Me, DJ Mario, your platform for all of the primo high-quality Nintendo music you can stream to your heart's content. And you only have to sign away your firstborn son to get all the free music you want.
Now that sounds like a deal.
Mm-hmm.
We have, of course, partial support from Homegrown Hops. Even if you try and burn us down, you can't get rid of us. We're homegrown hops.
Ooh, those hops are strong. I would like to thank Randy for being a big, strong bear out in a tough world and doing all the things that a big grizzly bear needs to do to survive. Randy.
Yeah, keep doing what you do, Randy.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to thank Cardboard Offices LLC, the only place where you can get your best and most trusted cardboard boxes for all your recording needs.
And finally, I'm going to thank 10-year-old swim goggles, the best looking and most stylish of all of the underwater eyewear. With that, it's time to wrap up this podcast. Thank you for listening to Just Cantaloupe It, a Cantaloupe It Brothers podcast. And make sure you go out there and get outside, do as many laps in your local lake as possible, and only eat like some of the seaweed. As for those little league stadiums, you got to get it's time to get the red dirt back in there. It's been grown out. You got to keep the weeds, not enough trampling. You got to really make sure you edge them good. So pick up an edger at Edgemore Edgers, really edge that thing in. With that, I'm Alex.
I am Eric.
And for the love of God, man,
just ascend it.
Yeah. Oh, nature, you dirty.
I'm Eric, and I approve of the patriarchy.
Oh no. Could you hear me like slapping on myself?
So, how are we gonna do this? Am I gonna lay you down a nice fresh ham bone?
Don't worry, Eric. We can edit this part out.
Alex, you can't say that about the...
Oh, you're right, Eric. Holy crap, that would have been so bad. There's no way that would make it on the air.
All right, we're out. That was terrible.